We're delighted to have you, and we're back with our panel. And Pat Buchanan, obviously, he is a rising political star. We've heard many people say that about Bobby Jindal. And very interesting comments, though, he said about Barack Obama.
Well, look, the truth is Barack Obama's been a phenomenon. He is a charismatic. He's articulate. He's inspired people. We were talking in Bangor, Maine. You get 7,000 people out. I mean, only Billy Graham used to do stuff like that. It is terrific. But again, you know, we talked about
why can't he seal the deal?
Well, I'll tell you, what we were talking about earlier. Let me tell you, look at the polls. 70% of the white vote went for Hillary, and Barack Obama got barely 1/4 of the white vote.
This is in Louisiana.
Louisiana, and he beat her 4 or 5 to 1 among the African-American vote. It's the same thing. And among the postgraduate people who did postgraduate work, Obama rolls.
Yeah.
It is the McGovern.
Well, let me ask this question. I want to get Rachel involved in this, too, that what we're seeing is a party divided on race and gender. And I don't mean that the party's divided, that they may ultimately come together, but the way they're voting, we see some very interesting divisions about which demographics in the Democratic Party are favoring either Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton. True?
Well, broadly speaking...
No,
not
okay,
true,
well, let's hear Rachel. Rachel, go ahead, yeah.
True in some states and not in others. There aren't simple answers to these questions. I mean, that would make sense if we weren't talking about putting in Barack Obama's victory category the states of Utah and Nebraska and Idaho and Iowa and all of these other white-dominated states where he's not only winning, but winning handily. Yes, the racial stratification in the electorate, for example, today in Louisiana appears to be strong, and in South Carolina it appears to be strong. But that's not, you can't tell the story that simply and also explain why he's winning all of these all-white states.
No, that's true. I mean, it doesn't tell the whole story. You know, you could take that same set of data and you could ask whether it says something about the South rather than about the Democratic Party writ large. For example, you saw less complete polarization in some of the other states that you had.
Rachel makes a good point, and the point that she's making is that it's not that Barack Obama is winning because only African Americans are voting and whites are not voting for him. In South Carolina, we saw he won the white vote among those under 30.
Okay, but what he did in South Carolina, as I recall, he won something like 86% of the African American vote. Then he comes in with about 24% of the white vote, and he wins. Hillary Clinton is picking up on this very argument. Look what she's saying. I'm actually drawing from voters a Democrat needs to draw from to establish a strong lead against McCain. Voters making less than 50,000, Latinos, women, which has always been part of the Democratic nominees base. She said, I have every confidence we can win back the voters that Senator Obama has been attracting. In other words, I can get his voters. He's not shown he's been able to get my voters. And that's a fair comment.
Exactly the argument she's making.
Sure.
That's her argument, but I think the Obama camp would argue, yeah, but I am getting my voters, and she's not getting them. So he could make the same argument that in a general election,
all right, let me ask you this.
The white Democrats, for example, or female Democrats who are supporting Hillary Clinton are as likely to come to his side as the African-American or other Democrats.
Rachel, look at this map. The states won by Barack Obama, and tonight's victories by Barack Obama. Washington State, Nebraska, Louisiana is too close to call, but he has a lead there according to the exit polls. What does it say about where he's drawing voters from? And what does it say about the fact that Hillary has won in the big states? She points out, listen, I won California. I won New York. She wants to win Texas and Ohio. She says she won Florida, even though the delegates don't count.
Hillary Clinton has shown an incredible opportunity, an incredible ability against a very strong opponent to turn out the Democratic base and to mobilize traditional Democratic voters. But this gets into electability in the general election matchup against John McCain. And if McCain isn't going to get the conservative base, he needs the independents. If Obama will take those independents from him, that's a very powerful electability argument.
All right, Rachel Maddow, thank you. The panel is staying with us.